What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have another review and these are the Air Jordan 3 in the cool gray colorway. These released recently in my hometown and I was able to cop a pair. These did sell out instantly online, but then they restocked from time to time, and I think they're like basically sitting like in stores and sitting on some like online sites right now. Now, just because a shoe doesn't sell out doesn't mean that it's trash or anything. I honestly think this is probably one of the best Jordan 3s to have released, maybe in like the last 2 years, I guess. I honestly think this is like the best Jordan 3, non-collab Jordan 3 model after the UNC 3s that released, I think it was like last summer or whatever. So yeah, I really like this pair and I think Jordan Brand really knocked it out of the park. And yeah, let's just dive right into the shoes. So I've checked online and this is the first retro of the version that released in 2007. So I don't have any nostalgia for this particular sneaker, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of other sneakerheads out there are excited about this model returning. So as the name of the model suggests, the entire upper of the shoe is basically done in this cool gray color. And whatever material that they used here, I think it's like this nubuck material. Jordan Brand really did a good job of pulling off this upper, because this nubuck feels really smooth to the touch. It's really nice and plush. It doesn't feel premium, but it does have that kind of premium feel, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure it's not like great quality leather. It's just that they did a good job of making it feel like pretty good quality material. So it does have some wrinkles in the side of the shoe, but I don't really mind because I mean you're gonna like crease these anyways. So basically, yeah, the medial side of the shoe is basically all done in that gray nubuck material. And towards the top, the front of the shoe, you see that typical Jordan 3 toe box done more in that cool gray nubuck material, and it's also very smooth and plush here. And then on the front area, in the mudguard area, you've got that typical Jordan 3 elephant print, and the feel of the material is pretty nice as well. And overall, I think the QC on this pair is really on point. It feels like Jordan Brand really paid a lot of attention to detail in terms of putting this shoe together. And one other detail that I've noticed is that I think Jordan Brand is keeping that kind of like OG-esque cut in terms of like, you know, keeping the elephant print cut quite low compared to previous Jordan 3 models that we've seen in past years. So yeah, and also you see that stitching done in that kind of like shiny gray thread. And moving towards the upper of the shoe, you've got that typical Jordan 3 cotton lace, factory laced onto the shoe. These come with like, you know, the pre-laced white laces, and it does not come with like an extra set of laces, but that's just fine. I guess that's how the OG pair was to begin with. And then the tongue is also done in that very smooth and plush gray nubuck material with these like all these holes for perforation. And then on the eyelet of the shoe, or the eye stay, is done in this kind of like slightly rougher nubuck material in this darker shade of gray. And the feel of this material is quite nice as well. And once again, it's not premium material, but you know, it gives off that kind of premium vibe. And then here you can see like the kind of the goldish yellow eyelets here for the lace holes, and then some like gray plastic lace holders on the side as well. Now on the tongue of the shoe, the tongue is not that puffy. It's just like a typical Jordan 3 tongue. And then, you know, you got that Jordan Jumpman logo embroidered on the tongue of the shoe. One thing that kind of throws me off is that this the shade of gray on this tongue is ever so slightly different from the shade that is used on the upper of the shoe. So, and I think I prefer this type of cool gray. It kind of gives me the feel of like an elephant gray or whatever. And I don't know, it just kind of throws me off. Like you can see in the camera that the shades are quite different. And this almost has like a bluish tint to it, while this side has like I guess like a brownish or yellow tint. And I prefer this color much more than the one that is used on the tongue. I think Jordan Brand could have done a better job if they had kept like, you know, the tone uniform. But having said that, maybe that's how the original pair used to look like. Because when I checked online, this did look very similar to the original pair that released in 2007. So if that's the case, I'm fine with that. But if not, I think Jordan Brand could have done a better job of just keeping the shades more uniform. But I'm not complaining. Like I said, this is a great pair of threes, and they did a really, really good job of putting this together. Now on the ankle area of the shoe, you've got that lace sole also done in that goldish yellow color, this plastic material for the lace holder. And then you see more of that very smooth and plush, cool gray nubuck material. And then you've got the same type of material used on the eye stay for this ankle area, where you got that darker gray colored nubuck with the holes for perforation. And on the heel area, you've got more of that typical Air Jordan 3 elephant print here, stitched all together, all nicely. Very nice QC on this model. And yeah, it does feel really, really nice to the touch. I just can't emphasize any further. I think really Jordan Brand really knocked it out of the park in terms of, you know, material quality. And then on the heel counter, you've got that Jordan Jumpman logo done in this kind of like burgundy red, I guess. It's kind of like a toned down red in terms of, you know, color. And then you've got that Air text done in that goldish yellow color once again. And then you've got that, you know, the heel tab here. And the inner side of the shoe is basically the same deal. And the sock liner is done in this very crisp white cotton material. And then you've got that insole all done in white with the red Jumpman logo printed onto the insole. Now moving on to the midsole, this is where I was really surprised. You know, Jordan 3 models, and for that matter, Jordan 4 models are known for, you know, like, are notorious for, you know, having shitty paint jobs on the midsole. And from what I've seen in my pair, I think the paint job is pretty much immaculate. Like, you can't really see any like cracks or like, you know, extra paint on the leather or anything like that. I'm pretty sure the midsole paint is gonna crack over time, but having this in hand, I mean, man, they did a really, really good job of painting this, you know, so nicely and precisely. And I mean, I really appreciate that kind of attention to detail. So basically the back side of the midsole is all done in that dark gray paint, while the frontal part is done in that kind of crisp white color. And then you can see the Air unit that is see-through, and then you can see the kind of the columns that are all done in this goldish yellow color. And then we get to the outsole, which is the typical Air Jordan 3 outsole with the white traction pad, and then these like darker gray stars on the front area of the outsole. And then the mid part, you've got that Jordan logo all done in that red text. And then basically the back side of the outsole is also done in that dark gray tone. And the other shoe is basically the same deal. And what I've noticed is that, you know, Jordan sneakers are kind of, you know, notorious for having that left shoe, right shoe factory issue. But what I've noticed is that, you know, there's really no difference in terms of, you know, quality or QC on both sides of the shoe, and that really means a lot, because, you know, your shoes are going to be very well balanced if you're a picky person. And I don't know what got into Jordan Brand's mind, but they really knocked this one out of the park, and I really hope that they keep up the good work in terms of QC. One thing that I also wanted to mention is that I rarely show you guys the boxes because there's basically nothing to show, but this box is worth talking about because, in terms of the Jordan 3 box, they switched up the colors. So it's basically all done in that cool gray tone with the elephant print on the side, and the Jordan Jumpman logo is obviously done in red. And I think that this box is fire. They did a really, really good job of, switching up the color blocking, and it's just a really nice touch in terms of, releasing sneakers. Sizing wise, I'm not really a Jordan 3 type of person, and perhaps the only pair of Jordan 3s I've ever owned for a brief amount of time were the Animal, I think it was like the Animal 2.0s or Animal 1.0s. And yeah, basically those fit nicely. I went true to size and I had no problem with that. And I'm guessing if you don't have like super wide feet, going true to size should not be a problem. And wearability wise, I mean, this is a very toned down kind of like very simple colorway. So I'm pretty sure you won't have any problems pulling this off with any type of like jeans or like, jogger pants or sweatpants or shorts. It should be a very, very, very easy Jordan sneaker to pull off. And yeah, and I don't think there's any like, resale value on these, and that's probably why these are sitting all over the place. So if you're planning to cop these for resale, you'd probably be able to cop a pair quite easily with maybe like little to no resale premium on them, because like in my country right now, a lot of pairs are going for below retail on like the resale platforms, and you can just see, there are a lot of pairs going around. So yeah, basically that's it for today. Oh, and I just wanted to mention, I just wanted to emphasize the fact that just because a sneaker doesn't sell out or just because it's going for under retail does not mean that it's shit. I really, really appreciate this pair. It's just that I won't be keeping this pair in my collection because I still have a lot of shoes to cop this year. I still haven't been able to get my hands on the Carmine 6s. I also know that the Raging Bull 5s, the Lightning 4s, and the Cool Gray 11s are coming out. So I'm just trying to save up money as well as, room in my collection to cop those shoes. So I'm probably gonna have to return these to the store, but it really pains me because it's a really, really, really nicely put together Jordan 3. So anyways, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow, and I'll keep pushing more content really soon. Thanks for watching.